Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And today, this is going to be a movie review for the new movie that came out today, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Saw this last night, Thursday night. It wasn't really busy, that was good. And this was one of my most anticipated films of the year because I'm a big fan of the Turtles. I watched every movie, I've watched most of the cartoons, I have a lot of toys, I've read some of the comics, and I thought this was going to be better than the 2014 film. From the trailers, it looked like it was using the cartoon feel to it, cartoony tone. While the first film was kind of like, didn't know what it wanted to be. The first one was trying to be the comics, and it was trying to be the cartoon. Like, it didn't know what it wanted to be. But when I saw the trailer, I'm like, this is something really I believe I'm going to enjoy. And I really enjoyed this film. If you're not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, you're probably not going to enjoy this as much as someone who knows the source material, because there's certain characters who be like, who are they? Why are they here? So I think this film more leans towards the fans than average moviegoers. But if you do know the source material really well, I think you'll really enjoy this film. But anyways, let me get on my pros and cons. Pros. The Turtles, again, steal the show. Last movie in 2014 film, they stole the show in every scene they were in, but they weren't the main focus of that film. But this one, they put a lot of focus onto the Turtles. The visuals are great on them. Visuals really great throughout the whole entire movie. Rocksteady and Bebop look great. But Turtles really shine in this movie. They all get their own moments. I feel like the person that doesn't get a lot of moments is Leonardo, because he's kind of the leader. But Donatello is in it a lot. Donatello says a lot of stuff. I was actually surprised how much Donatello had all of his dialogue. Michelangelo, I feel like they dumbed him down a bit, but it didn't really affect me. And Raphael gets some moments to shine. Not as a lot of moments as he did in the first film, but he gets moments to shine. As I said earlier on, this is a fan film. There's a lot of characters in this that you'd be like, oh, I know that because I read the comics or watched the cartoon. Baxter Stockman, Bebop and Rocksteady. I don't know if you watched the last trailer or not, so I'm not going to reveal who makes a special appearance at the end of the film. But if you do know them, you'll be really pleased. But there's a lot of characters, a lot of stuff for the fans, and that's I really got to give them props for that. This is something for the fans. Probably one. I'll get on my full rating later. But again, in the first film, in 2014 film, was really much focused on April O'Neil with Turtles as a side character. But in this film, it's Turtles' main focus with April O'Neil as a side character. It's not like April O'Neil doesn't have something to do, but she's not really much of a focus because they kind of like developed her in the first film, which I really like because in the comic issue, I think comic issue 2 she debuts, comic issue 2 or 3, she's much of a side character, so that's really nice. They put a lot more focus on the Turtles. And the cartoony tone to it. I wasn't really too sure because I really want to see like a comic tone to it, but the film, really great with the cartoony tone. It's a lot more colorful. The first one was a bit dull. And what I mean by cartoony, Tyler Perry goes super over the top as Baxter Stockman. I love that. I know some people are going to be very annoyed by that. They're going to be cringing at that. But I absolutely love that. I don't know why. The action sequences were nice, but there are a lot of there's more like chase, where it's like you don't really see a lot of like hand-to-hand combat, which is in my negatives. And the comics, as I said, fan service, comic lore, colorful. But I do have a few cons. Casey Jones is just horribly written in this film. They mess up his character so much, and I'm not gonna blame Stephen Amell. He did what the direction was, what the writing was, but his character was so off from what it was in the comics. In the comics, he's an insane maniac, psycho, vigilante who has anger problems and stuff. He hints at the anger problems, but he just has a big smile on his face, and he doesn't have a lot to do action-wise. He doesn't really have a lot to do in the movie as a whole. So hopefully next film, if they do make a third film, hopefully they improve upon his character, make him a bit more like a comic character. Shredder, I liked how he wasn't like the overarching main villain in this, but he's not really Shredder in the movie. He only suits up as Shredder once. He's he's a Rokusaki for 90% of his scenes, which, I mean, I like how he was not the main villain, but I would have liked to see some more Shredder. Also, I said a lot of the action sequences are more like chase sequences. You don't really see hand-to-hand combat. I would have liked to see that. They don't really use their weapons. They use their weapons a bit in the climax, but I would have liked to see a bit more them using their weapons and stuff. Also, there's a subplot involving the Turtles and special ooze. I'm not going to say what that special ooze does. I don't want to spoil it to people. But I wasn't really digging that. I felt they could have taken that out or maybe just rewritten it in a different way. I wasn't really invested in that. I didn't really like that as a subplot. Me personally, I wasn't really too digging it. But, I mean, the film is between a 6 and 7 out of 10. But I enjoyed every second of this. There's a lot of fan service. When the creators of Team Mutant Ninja Turtles has a cameo, they reference old songs at the end. There's a whole bunch of stuff you're going to enjoy. I'm going to give this film an 8 out of 10. I think enjoyment level for me personally was like a 9 or 10. But the film, it was a 6 or 7, somewhere in that range. But I loved it. That's why I'm coming in right in the middle, 8 out of 10. One of my favorites of the year. I think I've only given 10 Cloverfield Lane, Captain America Civil War, and Deadpool higher than this. I think Team NT really definite improvement over the 2014 film. Hopefully they at least can make a third film, because they hint at some stuff for a possible third film. I really want to see a third film. Maybe, hopefully, maybe. And anyways, leave in the comments box below what you guys thought of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Links are in the description box below, like my Facebook page, also in the description box below. Please like and share it with friends and family. If you haven't subscribed me, please do. Now, hope you guys have a good day, and goodbye.